y'all, it's Pam at Pink Dragonfly Wings here with our 8th episode of Using Up Book Pages, our little series that we started here a while back. And so this is going to be our 8th episode. Now, this is what we're going to make today. I've got some stuff here, but I think for some reason, I have it in my head that this is called a Jack and Jill pocket. Probably should have put a little glue down there just to hold that together, but I didn't. Maybe we'll do that on this other one. But I think it's a Jack and Jill pocket. I think that's what it's called. This is my take on it. And it's a Jack and Jill is best I can figure. Not real sure why it's called that, but it will help a little bit if I put a little. I did not ink down here, so let me just fix that real quick because that will bug me. So anyway, so this is our little pocket. It holds little tags in here. I just put these in there. You can put any kind of tag in there that you want. And then I just decorated it with a piece of gauze and a bird cigarette card. And there we go. Super, super simple to make. This one, I put paper on the inside, so I intended for this one to be clipped in like on your page. So if we get a page right here, so we're going to use this one, we can put this in here and put, of course I can have 19,000 paper clips until I need one. But here's a big gold one. It'll work. It will work. And then you can just clip it in right here. But you have decoration on this side and decoration on this side. And you can put it at the top. You can put it at the bottom. You could glue it in if you wanted to and just have a pocket and a pocket. That's entirely up to you, what you want to do with it. That's your thing. So that's what we're going to make today. So here we go. So I have some papers here. I think I put that down here to maybe use for some tags. I'm not sure. And I apologize. I have been dyeing paper, and this was my kind of mop-up papers here. And I thought, well, I'm just going to use those. So that's what we're going to use today. So I have here just a plain old book page. And this book page measures 6 by 9 1/4. You can use any size that you have, bigger, smaller, or you don't even have to use a book page for this. You could use scrapbook paper or whatever you have, magazine page or whatever you have to use is what you use. Okay? So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take this page and we're going to fold it up exactly in half. And I don't know what I've done. Here it is with my little bone folder thing. And then we are going to turn it over and fold these sides in as close to the center as Pam can do, which is hit or miss. You never know. You just never know. Okay, so we've got that done. And then we're going to simply take this, and I did it this way because I wanted my writing to be upright. If it doesn't matter, you could certainly use this side. That's cool. Whatever you want to do. I am going to go ahead and glue these little flaps down because I don't want them to interfere with my tag. And on the last one, I forgot to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and glue those down. There we go. And then we're going to take this part and fold it in half this way. And so your little ending pocket, I guess you would call this the pocket, is going to end up being 3 inches by maybe 4 5/8 ish, give or take. So, but that's gonna, and that's your pocket. That's all there is to it, guys. That's it. All right. So now we're going to kind of decorate it with this stuff that I have here and see how it works. We're just going to see how it works. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to put that over there. I'm going to get my ink and I'm going to go ahead and ink around here. And I just sprayed some water on my ink pad, so I want to use that very gingerly because after I just sprayed a little bit of water on it, and then tonight before I go to bed I'll put some re-inker stuff in it, but I needed it to be able to go, and the re-inker stuff is kind of messy. So there we go. I'm going to fold this out and go ahead and ink here. And go ahead and ink on the other side. There we go. And then we'll ink around this way. And I just ink everything. I never know whether this is the side that I'm going to ink or not. And so I just go ahead and ink everything that way. Later when I put it together, hopefully what needs to be inked is inked. So I say that because I'm going to go ahead and ink these as well. Just because I think this is going to be on the inside, but you never know when you're in my world. So, alrighty. But there we go. We've got a little ink out here on this. A little ink in the back. We did not do the bottom. Turn it over. I did that side. Okay. There we go. Now then, I'm not going to need that for a minute. Alright, so here's our papers. I'm going to put you right over there so you can watch. And these were some index cards. And you can tell, I just kind of mopped up the ink on my glass board here. And I thought, well, maybe we could use this to, this one's a little darker. So what I want to do is cover these 2 little sections right here. This section, and that's going to be the background for our pocket right here. On this one I had a little piece of lacy paper and I used that one. But I wanted to use this. So what I'm going to do is take my glasses off so I can see up close. I'm going to fold this back this way, just so I can see what I'm doing, because I don't want this to go right up to the edge of this seam, because then it's going to make it hard to open and close. But I want it right by that seam. Okay, so we're going to find the pencil And a pencil is, you know, you never can find one when you need one. And then when you don't need one, you've got 20. So I want this to go straight to the edge. I may wait and just cut that off when I get done. I think I may do that just because, see, I already needed my inker again. Because I think I can get it to fit better. Measuring is not my forte, y'all know. So we're going to start right here and put this in here. I'm going to ink this seam right here. Mainly, I don't know if it's going to matter or not, but at least that way I can tell where the seam is, where the place is I need to stay away from. Okay, so we're going to just glue that down right there. Okay, and since this was an index card that I had laying around, I think I'll use my Fabri-Tac glue. It's a little thicker, and I decided it might add a little sturdiness to this piece of book page, because it's not super strong. So I'm just going to add a little bit. Am I doing this on the right side? Yes, I am. Okay. Sometimes in my world things get turned around, upside down, all kinds of things. So you have to be prepared for just about anything. I want it to fit right up to the edge everywhere else. Okay. Smooth that out. Make sure the glue gets spread around. And then we'll just simply turn this over. And then I'm going to cut right here along the edge. Hopefully not cutting my book page. And then we'll cut this little piece off at the bottom, and you have to be really careful because you can cut the book page in half, and then you're going to open up your pocket. So we don't want to do that. There we go. And we've got that one done, and now we need to do one on this side. I think I'm going to use this lighter green on here. It's not going to really matter what direction the lines are going on the inside, because I'm not going to use that. But I don't know, that's kind of pretty too. But nope, I think I want the green. Do I want it on the outside or the inside? I think I want it on the inside. Okay, inked over. We'll go right along this side and right along the top. And then we'll glue this. And put this right up next to the seam, but not over the seam, or I guess you'd call it the spine of this little thing. Okay. Smooth that out again. Turn it over, and we're going to cut again and just cut this off even. With that, we'll put that in our nubbin box. And there we go. And now that I've got that trimmed, I am going to finish inking. Of course, it doesn't matter. This is going to be closed up inside when we flip this over. So, but like I said, I ink everything. When in doubt, ink. That is my philosophy. Okay. So now we've got these pages covered back here. There we go. Very nice. And you could round, if you wanted to, round the corners and do whatever you want to do for that. But I'm going to leave them, since it's kind of angled anyway, I'm going to leave the corners. Of course, we could use the corner thing that makes it kind of look like that. That might look kind of cool. Let's get my little nubbin thing here and do that. That might be kind of cool for something different. So we'll just do that and just ink up these little corners here again. Kind of gives the same angle. All right, there we go. So now then we have this done. This little part's done. This is all the inside, so nobody's going to see that, so I don't have to worry about it. All right, so there you go. Now we're going to work on the inside here. Now, if you're going to glue this down to your page and glue it like that, there's no need to really worry about what you're going to put in here because it's not going to be seen. It's going to be glued down. But if you're going to make this as a clip-in that you can put in with a paper clip or something like that, then we need the back to look pretty too. So I had a little piece of paper here that I had cut up, and my phone's ringing, but we're gonna let that go. And then, well, I thought I turned it off, but oh well, I didn't. She'll hang up in a minute. It's just my granddaughter, and I'll call her back when I get done. And she and her husband are stationed in Hawaii, and sometimes the time difference just throws us for a loop when we're trying to communicate. So I think that this will fit. Oh, it does. It fits exactly. Oh, awesome. How lucky can you be? All right, so we're going to use this just because these colors in this paper kind of blend with the paper here that we used. So I think that's what we're going to do. Now then, I am going to go ahead and cut this so that I don't have to worry about where to cut. I think that will just make it a little easier. Be one less chance for me to cut open the bottom of my tab, and I think that'll work. So let's make sure that I didn't cut that too short, and I didn't, because it fits actually perfect. Well, it's a little wide, but I can cut off a little bit. Yeah, it's just ever so slightly wide. And I'm going to put this down here because I can clip off the top without having to worry. I'm going to go ahead and fold this and ink this in here. Since it is a front and back thing, I want it to be, a lot of times when I have a fold out piece of journaling paper, I don't want this line in here because it makes it look like it's two separate pages and they don't go together. And so for this one, since we're having a Jack side and a Jill side, then we want to, because it might be different days even. And I'll clip these corners and re-ink these little corners in a minute when I get this glued on. There we go. Ah. All right, that's going to fit perfectly. So let's glue this up and get some glue on here. Go and make sure we glue that corner, and then when I get ready to snip it in a minute, it'll fit nicely. Put a little extra here in the seam. Now this seam, it doesn't matter that it doesn't have to be cut separate into two pieces like I did for the front, because this is our journaling page and I don't want two pieces of journaling page there. So glue that in. The good thing about Fabri-Tac is it does give you just a simple minute, just a little minute to move around if you need to. So okay, let's make sure this is smooth. All right, now then I told you it was a little tad, just a little tad too big, so I'm just going to go right here on the edge and trim this, and then we can ink that up again and it will be great. Okay, cut our little corner nubbin off. Okay, we'll trim just a sliver, just a little sliver off of the top. I figured it'd be easier to cut off of the top than to cut off of the bottom, because I don't have to worry about a pocket up here. And then just a teeny tiny little, just a little nubbin of a sliver. It's not even a full sliver, it's a nubbin of a sliver. Okay, let's get all of that and put that all in the trash. And then we'll go back and touch up our areas where we trimmed a little bit. Doesn't take much. There we go. And there we go. So now we have kind of our little booklet here. Cool, huh? Very cool. All right. So now then, we need to, which I didn't do before, we need to glue our little corner thing here. This is going to make our front pockets, the front one and the back one. And then I'm going to glue just a little piece here, just a little bit down that seam to hold these two pockets together so our things won't slide around as much. When I get done with the video, I'll go back and do that on the other one, because I forgot to do that. There we go. All right, so now we have a place for a pocket. Where did I put those little, well, there's a pocket here and there's a pocket here. And I'd found a couple of little stickers, but now I don't know what I've done with them. Oh, here they are. Or here's one of them anyway. And I thought, okay, what I could do, these are self-adhesive. I don't even know where I got these, but they're self-adhesive. And I thought to make a tag to go in here like this, I would use a book page. So, but I need to find the other one. You know, I do not know how I manage to lose something that I just had in my hand. There's the 2 extra little pieces, 3 extra little pieces. That's an extra. Oh, there it is. How'd you get way over there? Goodness. Okay, so now I have a dilemma, because I could use this cardstock here and put this on the outside of here. Let's see if I did it this way. Oh, I would have enough to put both stickers on there. But the thing about it is it will cover up pretty watercolory looking part. Now I could put this on the inside and use this as the, I could do that. Oh, that looks kind of cool. Alright, so let's look at doing that. Let's see if I can get this little backing off of here. I don't know. I don't know why they couldn't invent a better way of putting these little sticky things on here. I'll do that someday. Alright, now this is my writing side, so I'm going to put this right there. And we want to make sure we get it down good. And then we'll get this one. And okay, that one came off a little easier. Let me throw that in the trash so that I don't find it in a minute and wonder what in the world was that. And put that right there. Oh, there you are. Okay, and then we will get the scissors that I just put away and cut these out real quick. Just trim these out. Try as hard as I could to get that even with the top, and I still didn't get it, or the side. Okay. There we go. I'm sorry I don't talk when I'm cutting, but I'm concentrating. Okay, now then I have another little nubbin thing here that we can, perfect. I was hoping that little one might fit this, so no matter how hard I try, I cannot cut these to where they're actually even, and mine always look like poop. So there we go, and we have two little journaling cards made. Now then, ink. I'm going to put this away. So we decided not to do that. And kind of like this idea better anyway, because on that I would have had to have had the writing sideways, and I was kind of questioning that. So okay. Let's see what we want to do with this one. Kind of grunge it up a little bit, make it look like everything else. Alright, trash. Now then, we have a little piece of glue stuck right there. And have a little card for this side, a little tag, and a little tag for this side. I'm going to turn it up this way. Don't think it really makes any difference. And those will fit very nicely. Now, we can decorate the front of these tags if we wanted to. I'm not going to, simply because I'm not sure which journal this is going to be in. And like if I'm doing a nature, I could put some butterflies on the front of it or something. I simply decorated the one that I made for my prototype because I wanted you to see how it would look when it's finished. Of course, this one has two little tags. We could get another one of those little cigarette cards, and let's see what colors of these we have. Not just any bright, well, that one's pretty bright. We could put him in here and add a little color, and then maybe take this one and put that one in there. Okay. And then I have somewhere on this desk a little piece of green gauzy stuff, and I thought I'd put something right here and do it like that. So let's do that. We want to ravel it, because raveling is what we do. We ravel. Okay. Have to ravel on all four sides so that it looks cool. Alright. Then we could put that right there, and it just kind of pulls a little color in there. Now I wonder, rather than putting this card on here like I did the other one, I wonder if we just got a butterfly. Let's see, those are only pink. And these are all little fairies. No, they're not all fairies. And that one's kind of pretty. Kind of wonder if there is another one in there like that. I think that a lot of these little stickers have cute little fairies on them, and they're darling, but it kind of limits you to what you can do with it. Let's see, now that's a pretty butterfly. I like that one. Wonder if he has a mate in here. Let's see, that may be one. Is that the same? It is. Are we lucky today or what? Okay, I just think he'll look pretty with the little green in the butterfly. I think he'll look pretty on this green piece of gauze. This piece of gauze is also, I keep a tea towel, kind of like what we used to use for baby diapers almost. And I keep one of those aside, and when I'm working with inks or spray inks or something like that, then a lot of times I will wipe up things with this. So, and I try to kind of keep it color oriented so that then when I get it all finished, see, this one's not quite filled up, but it's good enough. Then I have something in that color scheme that I can use. So, all right, so we're going to put this one right here. So I guess we are going to go ahead and decorate it. And we're going to use it for a butterfly, because you can always use butterflies No matter what book, you can still use a butterfly. And I want him flying off that direction. Now, I did just put some glue on the back of that butterfly, even though it's acetate and it's self-adhesive, but it's being glued to a piece of fabric, and so I want to make sure that that sticks. So there's our little fuzzies. Now we can turn over here on this side, and let's cut another little piece of gauzy stuff. And then we have to ravel. We have to ravel. And it's not necessary, it's not imperative that these two sides look the same. You could do them different if you wanted to do them different, because they are going to actually be decorations for separate pages. And so if you wanted to do one different than the other side, that would be quite okay. So I'm going to put you down here like this. Well, let me get rid of all those little stringies. Okay, let's see here. I had you going that way, so you're going to have to go this way. So you will go this way. There we go. And I know I had another butterfly. Oh, how did you lose it, Pamela? How do you lose a butterfly? I don't know. Put my glasses back on. Maybe I can miraculously see it. I don't know. I don't know where it went. It didn't fall on the floor. So, all right. Well, I'm not going to put it on there right now. I'm going to wait until I find it, because I'll find it in a minute, and then we'll put him on here just like this one. Who knows? Who knows? Now we have a little cigarette card. We have. I'm not going to ink this because there's writing on the back, tells you about it. And we have a journaling card in each side. We'll put him on here. Now we can put a little tag on here if we so choose to do so. These may be a little big. No, those are just way too big. Yeah. So, but we could put a word over here if we wanted to put a word or something. I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'm going to leave it like it is. We've got our 2 butterfly cards plus our journaling card, and hopefully we'll find our other butterfly flying around here in a minute. And there we go. So that is finished. Then when you get ready to use it in your book, like I said, you can take it like this and clip it on either side, like such. If you wanted to glue it down, you could glue it down here glue it on this side and glue it on this side, and it would be permanent, but still doing what we wanted it to do. That's entirely up to you. You could clip it in up here at the top, however it fits your fancy at that moment. So, but we're going to call that little baby done, and we've got some pretty journaling paper in here. You could put another little piece of paper down here at the bottom. You know, we've got quite a bit of paper left. We could put a little piece down here and make another pocket, put another tag in there if you wanted to do that. I'm not going to do that. I like the journaling space. So there we go. And when we find our other little butterfly, he'll join his brother, and there you go. So Anyway, if you liked the video today, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. We would love to count you among our Pink Dragonfly Creative Group members. And, you know, just we just kind of come a couple of days a week and craft and have fun. So when I can ever figure out how to do it, I'm going to figure out how to do something live so we can actually craft together. So I'm working on that. Technology's not my thing either, so but my grandson said he'd help me figure it out. So there we go. So we'll try to do that and see if we can get that going here in the next few months. And then in the meantime, that's all for today. So until next time, you be creative too. See you next time. Bye-bye.